14 and 15 says his hair is of wool, and his feet like a fine brass if it burned in the furnace. Very dark-skinned man. Right? That's our rock. Who we reading about? That came to die for the sins of the 12 tribes of Israel. It says, for their rock is not our rock. We just showed our rock is a Mashiach Yahushua, to the glory of the Most High. Even our enemies themselves being judges. Hear that? Our enemies being judges over us. It say, for their vine is of the vine of Sodom. For their vine is of the vine of Sodom, and of the fields of Gomorrah. This is what they dealing with in this wicked. That's why we started with Amos 9 and 8. The eyes of the Most High are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. And the Most High is not a man, he should lie. It's coming. For their vine is of the vine of Sodom, and of the fields of Gomorrah. You want to lie? Just come to America. You want to deal with whatever you want to deal with, just come to America. And it's accepted everywhere, because these other nations have their own laws, their own rules and regulations. Try and break them, see what happened to you. Here, anything goes. For their vine is of the vine of Sodom, and of the fields of Gomorrah. Their grapes are grapes of gall. Their clusters are bitter. See, once I know, look at Isaiah. Go to Isaiah. Understand this. Understand this. The first chapter. The very first chapter. Mashiach Shai, he quoted Isaiah a lot. He dealt with Isaiah in the spirit. As the spirit of the Most High. Look at, go to Isaiah. Let's start at verse 8. The first chapter, the 8th verse. And the daughter of Zion, the 12 tribes of Israel, and I think he defined that in the daughter of Zion, and the daughter of Zion shall and the daughter of Zion is left as a cottage in a vineyard, right? The daughter of Zion is left as a cottage in a vineyard. A cottage in a vineyard, as a lodge in a garden of cucumbers. Cucumbers. As a besieged city. This is what we're looking at. Cucumbers, you think about it. The daughters of Zion is left as a cottage in a vineyard, as a lodge in a garden of cucumbers. Like a man showed them. As a besieged city. And he said, except the most high power of hosts, power of armies, power of angels, had left unto us, we the children of Israel, a very small remnant. A very small remnant. We should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. You hear that? If the Most High didn't leave a small remnant of us, we all be dealing with men and women with women. But there's a small remnant that's never going to turn to the way of this world. Spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah. Right here. Where they go to school and it's like they got a certain position that they all have that everybody got to accept because it's, like I said, Sodom and Gomorrah. And you see what the Most High did to Sodom and Gomorrah. He destroyed the place. That's why he says it's going to be just, it equates this place as Sodom and Gomorrah over and over again. Because the Bible says what we just heard, and they say, no, this is right. That's why, but ask somebody, this is crazy. But it's real. It's contrary to the word of the Most High. Why I say come out of the ways and the thoughts of this place, so that you don't go to 2 Corinthians 4 and 3. You don't fall into this. But if our gospel be hid, 2 Corinthians 4 and 3, for if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. So if you're going to get a spell, you know, the gospel, the ghost spell, you're going to get a spell according to the word of the Most High. And not a gospel, that spell or that witchcraft that'll put on you in being a Christian or being whatever religion you deal with. The Most High ain't give us no religion. Come back to the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High. His moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, his ceremonial laws. If you don't know, inquire so you can learn. Don't be one of these that's so prideful you don't look. I sat under brothers 15, 20 years younger than me to learn. Shut my mouth up and learn from them. And was in order. From the order. Point blank. And still to this day, it don't matter about that age. Still learning from everybody. Like you supposed to learn from me, I'm gonna learn from you. We in this together. We know in part and prophesying part. This ain't no boasting nothing. This ain't nothing but just trying to feel out the way to the Most High. To please him. That our names be written in the book of life. What else more important than that? You name it. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, that are in darkness, gross darkness, that the Most High told Esau to put the people in. Once he got into darkness, he put the people in gross ignorance. In whom the God of this world, the power of this world, have blinded the minds of them which believe not. See? The system of this world, when the Most High said, come out of her, come out of the ways of thinking of this world. Come out of the ways of thinking of this world, which the God of this world, the power of this world, have blinded the minds of them which believe not. That's why we went into captivity, slavery, and bondage, because we didn't obey the voice of the Most High. But how you going to obey the voice of the Most High if you don't even know the voice of the Most High? You don't even know the word of the Most High. You just follow your own way, as they tell you in the world. Follow your heart, follow your mind. Do whatever you want to do. And it's sufficient. To the Most High, I don't think so. That's why he's telling you. In whom the God of this world, you lost because the God of this world, the power of this world, have blinded the minds of them which believe not. What power was in power when he's speaking these words? Who was the superpower of earth when he's speaking these words to we the Israelites in the land of Corinth? So-called white man. The Italian Caucasians, the Romans. In just a moment.